to the Rick Helps Real Estate Show, where after a while the little voice in your head says, why am I watching this? Well, good morning and happy Monday. Trying out some new software this morning and it kind of gave me a little bit of a hiccup. So that's why I'm 3 minutes late, folks. So I'm going to watch on my monitor and watch on my phone. Says here, so far I have 0 viewers, so there must not be anything going on right. Let me check this volume here. Yeah, we're working out okay. So hey, happy Monday. This is the channel where we look at numbers and we look at them every day. Things are changing rapidly, although when we've been looking at the numbers, things haven't been changing much at all. But I made a prediction for this weekend, and guess what? I was wrong. I can't wait to show you after I have another sip of coffee here. So here's the deal. We are going to look at these numbers all the time, and you're going to see numbers that, you just normally wouldn't see, and you're going to be able to kind of, predict the market per se, maybe more so than other people. And my chat's not working. Well, we'll fix that next time, folks. Sorry about that. And we're going to look at some numbers and see if we can figure out where the market's going. What's important for you though is, oh yeah, there we are. I'm watching from Oregon, looking over 55. Fabulous. You're just going to be a hit at cocktail parties. I mean, you're going to have so much data. But the one thing I want to warn you though is, don't get cocky.
Remember, with great power comes great responsibility.
That's right. Just because you're now a real estate know-it-all doesn't mean that you should be that kind of guy at the party. So where did I go wrong? This is going to be fun. I'm going to share this screen here with you right here. Now remember, I have new buttons to push. So here we are. Let's look at today's total. We're just going to look at active, and we are sitting at 4,450, which has been kind of typical for what we've been seeing in the market. We've been dipping down below, close to being below 4,000 on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. But last week we had this go on. This little dip down is right here is interest rates going up. This is the bond market. And I was reading a little article on MBS this morning that said, things looked good on Friday because we had a major pop up. Well, we did. And Pat showed that to you. Remember how it went down and then it went back up? Well, it's going back down. So rates are headed up again. So it's going to be interesting to watch. But here's the real wicked news from this morning. And it's backed up by what we see in the Cromford report. And that is that listings went way up. Look at that. It's kind of hard to see. The blue line's right over here. Went way up. But look at the sales. They're way down. Let me give you the specific numbers. We had 3,134 listings. 4,000 listings come up and only 3,100 go under contract. That's a difference of 855 on the other side. 855 fewer homes got picked up versus the 7-day moving average on Friday was showing that 384 more homes went under contract than came on board. And that's a huge, huge difference from what we've been seeing. Now, 1 week doesn't make a trend, right? So it's really kind of hard to tell where this is headed. But even the Cromford report came out and said that there's been a major uptick in listings. And what it's showing is that there's some reaction to the interest rate hikes on both sides. People hesitant to list are now thinking, whoop, housing's going to be in trouble, better put my home on the market. And people that have been out there buying, getting beat up, are probably saying, I'm going to wait this out. Now, they could wait this out and wait for another rate drop. it's interesting to think that people get used to, a 2.7 mortgage. When it goes up to 3.1, they think the world's ending. We're going to look back in 10 years and go, remember when real estate crashed because interest rates went all the way up to 3? I don't think so. And I don't think we're going to have a crash. So what we're having is pullback, and we have people exhausted, from trying to find something. Now, it may not seem like a pullback yet, because according to Cromford report, it says it's hard to feel like a pullback when you're looking at 25 offers now instead of 30. It's just nuts over there, and it's the same way in California, same way everywhere. But this will be interesting to watch, especially this week. Like I say, the 7-day moving average. To see if these numbers continue to change. We need that blue line to be consistently above the yellow line. That will mean that prices eventually, it's going to take a few months, will start to stabilize. The first thing it'll mean is if it stays consistent, is we will see a reduction in the bidding wars. That's what we want. So there always has to be some kind of catalyst in the market to make those numbers change. And hey, maybe we're starting to see that. Starting to see that people are going to sit back and wait for a while. Now, I've said that if you're selling a house somewhere else and you're making great money on a house and you're coming here and you're overpaying for a house because you're outbidding somebody else, you're apples to apples, you're fine. But if you're a new buyer or you're just trying to be an entry-level buyer, this is the time I've been telling you, stay home. Because I don't think anybody at that same cocktail party where you're sharing all your data, it says, hey, I got a really good deal on a house. I outbid 15 people. It's tough. I went out with Drew this weekend, and we looked at 3 houses, and 2 of them were just absolutely horrendous. I should probably show you the photos, but I won't, because then somebody will say, hey, they'll call the realtor and go, that Rick is showing you these photos. But it was, when I say horrendous, terrible. The way the kitchen was laid out, the backyard, it backed up to the 51 freeway. It had like a 30-foot wall behind it. We knew that, it's a sound barrier. But then the entire backyard was nothing but cement. They had cement everywhere. Almost killed my coffee there. Then they had a little, I can only describe it as kind of like a shrine. As soon as you walk out of the backyard, there's this big shrine. And then to the right of that is a gazebo, a big one, a metal one, with a place to sit. And then at the end is this homemade brick pizza oven. And it's all put together with brick, and just an awful job of bricklaying on top of this cement block base. So the whole yard is cement. I can't think of a hotter yard to live in Phoenix than that house that we saw. We went to another house. It was okay. It was $300,000. And the lady sitting on the porch and she said she already had 6 offers. That stuff will start going away if this inventory increase continues. Now, we have a long way to go. When we look at the Cromford index with the number of 100 being normal, we still see that Chandler and Gilbert are way above 650. But the Cromford index did have them 2 weeks ago at 880. So that's a huge improvement, but not big enough to make an impact yet. You're going to be out looking at homes this week, and you're going to go, I don't see an improvement. There's still multiple offers. I'm still getting my butt kicked. But that could change. Could. I'm going to hedge my bet and say could. Not too sure. But we're going to have Tina Tambour on Wednesday, the 3rd, and she'll be able to shed a lot of light. So I'm excited that we get to have her on after seeing this kind of a move in the numbers. That's going to be worth chatting with her about. And please ask her questions, because it's very rare to get the senior analyst with the Cromford report on a public platform like this to be able to chat. And I want to give a shout out to my fellow realtors and say, hey, go ahead and subscribe to this channel. I don't hate realtors. I'd love to hear what's going on in your city and let you share what you're seeing where you live. And all I ask is, just don't try to sell anything on this channel. Don't try to, hey, I can list your house or anything, because this channel is not about selling anybody anything. This channel is all about helping people that are looking to buy or sell. And if anybody jumps on here and tries to offer services or sell anything, I'm going to give you the boot. So, but join, because I like to have real estate agents to share their perspective. And many have reached out to me if I've made a mistake with the numbers, and they've been very polite, and I welcome that. So, hey, if you want to jump in on Wednesday and see Tina Tambour, that would be great. I'm going to ask you to subscribe, because all subscribers are going to be entered into a contest on March 26th when we celebrate our 1-year anniversary of doing the live Friday call with Pat McMasters at Price Mortgage. We're going to give away some fabulous prizes, and we're going to announce those prizes this upcoming Friday. So, hey, getting back to looking at the over 55 community, that is not a that's a brisk community, not a frenzied community. The difference between brisk and frenzied is people are lined up at the door and you're looking at multiple offers. We are not seeing that in the over 55 community. So when you're out there looking, that's, you're not going to run into that kind of a nightmare scenario like we see everywhere else. So that's a good thing. So tomorrow, boy, let's watch and see what happens to the numbers tomorrow, huh? Can't even talk this morning. I need to have another cup of coffee. We will see you tomorrow, and please tune in when we have Tina here on Wednesday.